Let's talk about how we ended up working together and how you started what you started.
Well, first of all, we were fraternity brothers at Texas State. We were both KAs, and that's how we knew each other. We were both a couple years out of school, and so Ryan called me with the idea for TFM. This was like early internet. There was like collegehumor.com, and there was Text from Last Night. Ryan was like, hey, you know the website Text from Last Night and FML, these one-liner comedy websites? What if we did that, but TFM? Instantly, I was like, oh my God, that's genius. And then after that, it was just like, yeah, this has to exist. At my job, I had just completed a project where I built my first WordPress site, and I was like, I think I can build this website. So 3 weeks later, we launched TotalFratMove.com, and then a couple months later, we had hundreds of thousands of kids from all across the country spending massive amounts of time sitting on the website, submitting one-liners and commenting and arguing about like, you're not frat, I'm so much fratter than you. Fast forward a year or so, and it was like millions of people. I've obviously thought a lot about this, like, why did it work? And why then did it not work? So spectacularly. I think it worked in the beginning because it was so true. It was so radically authentic in a world where anytime you saw a frat guy character in like a movie or whatever, it was always this kind of watered down caricature of what Hollywood thought a frat guy was.
It was cartoonish.
The whole idea was a joke. It was like making fun of the situation. It was like, this is such an absurd thing that exists. You get a bunch of underage kids who pool their parents' money together to rent a mansion in the middle of campus to throw drug and alcohol fueled parties. And everyone's okay with this, and it happens on every college campus across the entire country.
Just accepted culturally.
And as a frat guy, you are in on the joke. You were like, yes, this is absurd, but also it's awesome, and we're going to do this every weekend. And so it's like this crazy thing that exists, and everyone just ignores. And it's on these campuses that are institutes of higher learning. It makes no sense at all. I don't understand how this got approved, but it did, and it was awesome. And then when we graduated, we were like, now that's done.
And real life has to start.
Yeah, now we have to work.
The absurdity of it, though, is what makes it so captivating, because it doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and it's just the perfect breeding ground for comedy.